Welcome back to our channel, friends. This is Sonia here from Growing Craft. Thank you so much for dropping in. And today is another day with a beautiful slimline pop-up card which we will be doing. But before that, please do make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. And let's get started. So first here I have taken up a cardstock. All the measurements I have mentioned in the video description box. You can check that, and I'm sure you guys are going to love this beautiful card. So recently, yes, I have been addicted to slimline cards, and they are just so awesome, and I absolutely love the idea of creating slimline in different ways. So here is my another version, just in case if you guys have missed out on watching my previous videos. Please do check that because I have done quite good variations. Now here I have scored these three cards bases for making my boxes, and now I'm going to attach it. Now this video is super easy, super simple, but you need to follow all the steps and just watch this video carefully so that you do not miss out any of our steps. Now once I'm done with attaching all the layers, like the three layers what we are going to have in the slimline card, you need to make sure that you press this well and just test while folding it on different directions, and once that is done, we are so good to go to move on to the next step. I have already pre-cut the massive pattern papers, and now I'm going to stick it on all the sides of my card. Now how did I chose the card? So first I actually wanted to have the stripe pattern, then I thought of, just to break the monotony, I am going to have the script written pattern paper. So this is actually one of the very versatile pattern paper bag which I came across, and I absolutely loved this one. And yes, for the color combinations, for the base I have taken blue, for the other colors I have taken the neon colors, and yes, like I said, this is going to be a slimline pop-up card, but it is in a kids theme, so I just tried to add a lot of colors to this so that it looks colored and peppy and nice and beautiful and catchy for any of the kids out there. Now once I'm done with the sticking of the pattern paper on the both the smaller cones, then I'm going to stick it on the bigger one also. Now when you see this, you will see that I have not sticked any of the pattern paper on the front side of the upper layers. Why? Because we are going to do the massive stamping. So massive stamping is done only when my pattern paper sticking work is done. Once I'm happy with this, I'm just going to fold it in different ways, and then I'm going to do my massive stamping. Why I love doing my massive stampings? Because these are one of the best fillers what you can have when it comes to like filling up the empty spaces and adding a little more drama to your project. Now this is the A7 stamp which I'm using. You can check out the other collections. Everything is available on our website growingcraft.com, and I guess you can check the links in the video description box. Now this is one of the important parts, and with every video I get the query that how do we do this. So there is a very simple technique. If you are not very good with the measurements and everything, take up the paper strips. The height should be at least 8 to 10 centimeter mm, and the length you take bigger than your box size, and then just fold one part, put it inside the box, fold the other part, mark in margin, and then accordingly you can make all the strips of the same size, because all here boxes are of same sizes. And once you are happy with this, cut out the extra part, leave some part for sticking it, and then you can have your adhesive there and stick it. So as you can see, I was just playing around with the adhesive and it was rolling down. So it was really fun while making this card. And honestly, I love preparing these bases because with each card, I think I am learning a lot. With each card, I think I'm learning a new technique. With each card, I think my hands are getting much more firm and they are getting better with these small tips and tricks. And yes, they really help. Now for the first and the biggest layer, I'm going to have the three flaps, and for the remaining two, I'm going to have two on each blocks. The number of layers, as you guys know, I always say this, it is completely optional how many layers you want to put. If you want to add a lot more fillers and a lot more elements, then add as many layers you want, but I preferably use the mixed media fillers by Massive. So that is one of the reasons why I really don't have to work a lot with the elements. That takes up a lot of work from me and does the work, and it looks absolutely amazing. Now once I'm done with this strip sticking part, then I'm just going to fold it and just make sure that all the strips are sticked well and they are so good to have our all elements now. Now I have already done the fussy cutting work, and here I will be using my glue gun. Of course, my mixed media fillers are there. Recently, I just came to know that they have come up with a lot new shades. I will post the supply link down in the video description box. Do check that. I absolutely love those colors, the mauve color, the greens and the pinks, and it's absolutely amazing. So yes, definitely you will be seeing a lot of mixed media fillers on my project, and of course of different shades. So yeah, do check and keep awaiting for my videos. Now here to add up my elements, I am using my glue gun, and wherever required, I'm also going to have my liquid adhesive. The choice is yours, how do you want to put it, but I usually do not like adding a lot more cardboard pieces. That's the reason I love using my glue gun. But if you want to have your cardboard pieces, it's absolutely fine, or even you can have your foam tapes. And I just find that I end up using a little more adhesive when I'm using my foam tapes, because those does not come with a very good adhesive on it. So I just end up spending a lot more adhesive than it is required, and it's a double work for me. That's the only reason. Now here all these elements are from the Fussy Cuts from Massive Store, and yes, I am putting down all the supplies in the video description box. Do check that. And yes, now arranging the fillers and arranging the elements is such a fun part, which I think all of us should try out. Now for the front one, the biggest box, I am going to have an extra piece of cardstock and then stick my element, and the extra paper I'm just going to cut it off. This is just going to make sure that whatever the main element I'm having, that has been really highlighted and has been elevated from the level of my box. Now I am going to arrange my flowers and my leaves and my elements on my complete layers. So here my card is ready, and this can be really folded in different ways, and this is looking absolutely amazing. So this is how I had planned it. But while putting in an envelope, you can fold it in two different ways, and isn't it exciting? So yes, here with this.